All right, let's grind some stumps. We're going to talk all about it. Here's some of the stuff you're going to need. I like to take at least a 28-inch chainsaw with me. I've got a leaf blower. I need a truck probably to be able to get to your job site. Shovel, metal rake. I even bring a leaf rake, a bucket, and a broom. Trailer for the stump grinding. This one is hideous, huge maple stump, huge shovel, and of course, stump grinder. So I've got this one from Johnson Creek Rentals. It's 503-771-1790. Anyway, they do a great job of taking good care of their equipment. This is STX26. I've talked about it before. It's a great stump grinder because it's really agile. We're in a really tight spot. There's a whole bunch of really small spaces we could barely reach into, but we can get there with this, plus the comfort of being able to look over the top. Controls are super ergonomic, really easy, blah, blah, blah. Another thing you're gonna need is some way to block off fences, open areas. People could be walking by. You never know when you're gonna be doing stump grinding in like a roadway or something like that. So you wanna be really careful. Rocks can fly. Here's a good example. This rock got hit and took off over here and hit the wood barricade I built. This is just, pretty simple stuff. It's 2 pieces of plywood with a couple of door hinges in the middle, and it's simple and easy. This stump is what I really want to talk about. As you can see, it's not a super big stump. That's probably 20 inches across, but because it's a maple, this is a silver maple, you can see the roots go huge all over the place, up into the fence, over here, everywhere. And I've already started. I've been working on this stump for maybe 30 minutes now, and I had to start clear out here about 3 feet away from the stump in order just to get the surface roots and get back into here where the major portion of the stump starts. But as you can see, look at the meat that's underneath the soil. I mean, to get this down below grade, I'm gonna be grinding for quite a while. So that's what I wanted to talk about, is when you're estimating these stumps, if it's a maple like this, don't measure the stump, measure to where the ground level is level with the rest of the soil, and then measure from there across, because that's really the space that you're going to be estimating. And some will say $5 an inch, and I think that's an old number because it's probably more like $6 or $7 an inch. Metal went up, everything went up. You're going to end up hitting some rock. Here I have a piece of landscape rock that grew right in, the roots grew right around it and trapped it in place. I can't even get it out. And just trying to, I've already hit it just a little bit. Thankfully it's basalt and it's not going to damage the teeth too bad. Hopefully it won't ruin them, but I'm gonna have to get in there a little bit closer before I can knock that out. That's another thing you want to think about. Stuff like this really makes a difference when you're deciding how much to charge for the stump. How much should you charge for this stump? Just based on this area, this is a $700 stump. Maybe $800, $700 to $800. Don't worry about it. If they think that's too much, guess what? Let them get a couple estimates. Then they're gonna see, with people knowing what they're talking about, how expensive this really is, how dangerous it is to the equipment. Each one of those teeth, if you're renting, they might have a special charge like 35 bucks a tooth. You break 5 of them and that's a lot of money. So something to keep in mind. And I hope you guys are out there doing your thing, but I wanted to just do a quick little stump grinding video and let you see what we're working with. 'Cause you got that Holy Spirit running inside your car, kids. Your life's been changed up.